Hello, and this is Neil. I'm making this video to learn more every day, and mostly now, about Linux. I found this wonderful tutorial from MIT about the missing semester in your computer science bachelor degree, and I agree. Everyone needs this. They have like all the lectures, and also at the end of every lecture you get to practice your practice problems, and it's really well made, and I like how they're like the story, how they get you to this point. It's really wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna do the exercises, or I'm gonna do the exercises, and you're gonna watch. Okay. I know, actually, I hope you get to do them as well because they're fun. Okay, so first we're gonna use Unix, Linux, and it says the shell of Bash or CSH. Usually it's Bash, it just comes with it. And the first thing they recommend and also want you to learn is to do it through Windows, so you can use Linux anytime. Of course, you can use your PowerShell, but I didn't know that Windows Terminal, they have a Windows Terminal, and it looks really, really nice. And it works that way. You can also switch between profiles, and the profiles can be anything from like Ubuntu, Debian, even Kali Linux right here. So wonderful. So I would also add all the links because it's just easier when everything is together. Okay, first thing you can do is go and install your Windows subsystem for Linux. WSL makes sense. And if you want to see other options, just all the options that you can download will be here. Use this command, and you get different types of Linux distributions. I actually like Debian the best. And we can also check this shell that we have right now, and it says Bash, just like they are trying to explain here. So yeah, I have Bash, and if for some reason you have something else and something is not working, it might be because of your shell. Okay, to create a new directory, and we're going to do it under temporary folder. So right now you are, where are we? Okay, you're here. That's my computer, and to move anywhere you just write CD, and I say I want to go here, and I'm there. You can then list everything there, and I give it a command and some options. Okay, and this is every letter has an option that can help you see more and give you more information. Okay, so we have here man and missing because I have done this before, but we can play around. It's no worries. Make a directory. I hope I got the right command, and I just do missing 2, and I can go ahead and list that again. There we go. And there's a difference if you use the letter H or not. it's for this mostly. Instead of just, kilobytes, it's human readable. Okay, and that would be the second one. Done. So look up the touch program. The man program is your friend. Okay. Sometimes man is not even installed there, so I recommend Google how to install man. So you have that man, and then ta-da! You can just go down using your arrows, or going up, and Q for quitting. And it says, okay, how about you create a file called semester in missing, and then you're gonna write something in this file. It's like, okay, and you're gonna use touch instead of like echo or cat. Just there's different options, so have to do everything in Linux, which is great. It's good to learn all of them. First I want to go, let's see, did that work? No, of course not, because I'm not going anywhere. Missing, is it 2? Oh, that goes back. Okay, it's good to know. Okay, that was a direct way. I was trying to do it an indirect way, but that's okay. So we are going to go here and just write, the name they chose was semester, of course. We can choose anything. We're gonna do touch, test, test. Okay, and I should be seeing that. And if you try to just read that, it doesn't show you anything because it has nothing. You can even read it like this. There's nothing there. Q to go out again. So how do you write here? I have it all here in one go. Okay, you can use cat, you can use echo to write anything there. Okay, you can use nano to write in. Sorry, there we go. Let's go back here, go back here. I believe this time I wrote with cat. Oop. Huh? Does not want to follow what I want. Text. Okay. And then it's like waiting for your input. Sometimes this is the hard part. It's like, oh, it's waiting for me to do something. Then they are giving us the lines here. And then this is called Shebang. And also it tells the program that is an execution. That's what we're gonna try and leave it all how it should be. Don't mess it up. Okay. You can of course do this one at a time, like they suggest. But we're good. We're learning here. It's just like let me do this. Do this. Okay. Silent, and then it should be HTTPS for secure. Okay, and I almost use a space there. Do not use space in Linux. It's just not a good idea. And to finish this, it is Control D for Control Done. Okay. And so they want you now that you wrote in this line. It's like, oh, did I actually write this? Like, did it work? You can use less to test your new text document. We're using text document, but Linux is pretty lax about what type of document you're using. It's just, as long as it has information, it will read it. It doesn't really care about what type of file it is, which is fantastic as well. Okay, so it says try to execute this file like this, and then press enter. Okay, I'm saying cool. What does that do? What does that do? There we go. English. So you put test dot text. Right now, dot text is more or just part of the name than actually defining the file. That looks alright. It says permission denied. Oh no. It's like, what permission are you talking about? So the way to see that is with L, the L option or argument. Let's see. And it says, well, you can write, but you cannot execute because we're missing an X right here. Like, oh, what do I do? Well, they are very smart and they show you right here how to do that. But first, I want you to learn about this execution. It says, please run this file with sh. And I go, trolley. What does it do? It does something because we're telling it that there is an execution shell there. That little message we put, it actually does something. And you can create lots of those and just execute many things. Okay, just nerding out there. But what if I don't want to use that, or I can't, and I have to use that dot and slash? Well, no problems. You can do, I call it chmod. Chmod, I have no idea how to pronounce this in English. So chmod would do, it does what it does. You pretty much changes the file mode so you can make changes. So, and that is fantastic. Okay, so now we do where we're going to use the option that we're going to use here. Okay, quit. Okay, so it's like, what do I do? Which mod? So in there, it's a little bit of Googling again. Let's see here. Oh, I have it here then. I usually write what I've done and how I solved it because I will forget it. Write down your steps, and that way you can teach someone else as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. See? Chmod, there it is. And this is literally how you solve everything. you don't know one step, but you know you have to use it to get somewhere, you read about it. You say, okay, and you try it. And if you're gonna execute a shell, do it in a virtual like environment, like a virtual OS, because you don't want to bring something to your computer, you know, a virus. We have enough viruses. So plus X means that we're going to make this text file editable. So we can edit things and we can like, has anything changed? Well, you were missing an X here and now we have it. Amazing. Okay. So we run the file. Let's see now if we run the file now, as they say, what would it do? Okay, test. Ta-da! It works and it has a new color here, right here. If you see this before, it was always in white, and now test is in color because we've changed the rules of execution. Okay, and CD, this instruction here, this command, it's part of the system, and every time you like call for it, it's gonna be in color, which is a hint of like what you have to do. So here's the fun part now. It's telling me to use the pipe and the commands, right? To write the last modified date, output by semester, into a file called last modified text in your home directory. So first I'm going to write, right? And I'm going to write to this file that I still don't have, which is last modified text. We're gonna do here try modify, just to have a different name. It doesn't have to be the same. Try modify dot text. Pipe. You can put as many pipes as you like. Probably at the end I could write like to home directory. I actually haven't found that out, so I'm gonna find that out too. And then what's the command to check the last modified time? You can use many things, but one of them is date, and then reverse, because I don't want the first date, I want the last one. So reverse it to the last moment of, and we're gonna use test dot text. Actually, yeah, and then when you do all that, can you move it? Can you move try modify text to home directory? Did I do this right? It seems so. Let's see. Let's go to home directory. I need to finish this up apparently. Oh no, I need to finish it up with okay. Let's Control D and CD home directory. Okay, and then let's see. It's called try modify dot text / try modify dot text. Oh no. Problem. That's fine. Let's figure it out. Okay. So I have run this part before and it did work. See, but now I'm trying to move it at the same time, and I think I'm moving it before it does anything. So let's see if I search. Actually, let me see here. Modify that text. Oh, I actually didn't. Oh, right, I didn't tell it to do anything. Less modified dot text. That one didn't work. Okay. Let's figure it out. Or should I put date or test text? Oh, am I in the right directory to do this? Cut. Of course, yeah, I'm not in the right directory. Let's go to the right directory. No. Is the oof, I almost got that. Huh. Okay. Same time. Right. Try. Find that text. Let's read. Try modify. Find that text. And we have a date. And it was supposed to be today. And 1652, that would be 4:30:52. Yeah, that sounds correct. Yeah, it's not just random letters and numbers. Okay, but now it's in the wrong directory and I don't want it there. So I'm gonna tell them to move, modify the text to home screen. And then if I try to list here, I have tests. Yes, correct. But I do not have try modify dot text. So I go to my home and then I show the list of everything there, and we have try modify dot text, which we can of course read from here. Yeah, and I imagine that I can even be more precise and do this all in one command. I just need to practice. Okay, and what else do we have here? Oh yes, the very last one. Write a command that reads out your laptop's battery power level. This took me a while because of course I have this system, but it does change it per device. So I had to learn what really works for my computer. I'm gonna go the long way. The long way will be you go and figure out where this system is, and I'm gonna tell you, you have to go around class and see actually just class, and then CD there. You need to see it to know where you're going. And then here, power supply, because that's what we're gonna do, the power level. Okay, and power level. Power supply, because there's no. Okay, and you're like, what does it do now? And here it's where it's different for me. For me, I have bat 1, and everywhere I went it says bat 0, and that could work in your computer. But no, I don't have that one. I have bat 1, and that's like the end. So you don't have to write the whole like directory there. You just write bat 1. Capital letters are capital, minimal like small letters are small. Okay. And here we have ta-da, so many things. What is this? You can see these are regular files, and this one is not a regular file. You can only read them. You can only write here for now, because you know how to change that. But I just want to know my, let's see, power now. Power now, it's not a directory, so I can read it. And it gives you a number. Right, I do that every single time. I can also do this from the home screen. I can tell it, okay, I would like you to system class, because I've searched this somewhere and I know that's the directory it is in. It's not just you just read it somewhere and replicate it. That one, power supply. Oh, missing something. See, every time you do something from your head, expect it to go wrong. Just read it. Copy paste it if you want to. Oh, here. But the more you do it, then you won't have to look at your notes. And you just know it because you've practiced it, which is awesome. That one, and capacity. 64. Yes, and I can also do the status. So I can just do cat and write the whole thing, or I can be efficient here and just up arrow. Oh, beautiful. And I'm going to reuse the whole sentence minus capacity, because I'm going to change it for status. So what's going on? It's charging. That's correct. My computer is charging. So we have managed to do the whole thing. Create some steps that you can follow if you're really stuck, and save it for prosperity. Thank you very much.